Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three new stories for you. Firstly, has Getachew Reda, Tigray interim president, been arrested or is he going to be arrested? I received several messages, one phone call as well. People inquired about Getachew Reda's whereabouts. Secondly, Getachew Reda issued a statement. The TPLF he's representing issued a statement, splinter faction of the TPLF. What is Getachew-led TPLF saying? And lastly, Egypt is proposing another trilateral summit. Ethiopia is the target of Egyptian meetings with Eritrea and Somalia, and Sisi wants another trilateral meeting involving Isas Afwerki, Abdul Fattah al-Sisi, and Hassan Sheikh. Details for you in this video. Hassan Sheikh signed some strategic agreements with al-Sisi yesterday. What type of agreements has been signed? Details for you. Uh, let's start with firstly, has Getachew Reda been arrested? Well, we must be very careful now. No rumors should be spread without verification. No information about Tigray should be shared. Why? Because there is chaos in Tigray, political uncertainty in Tigray. When there is no government, there is chaos, by the way. Several players have emerged now in Tigray. Military, one player, TPLF, second player, TPLF Bretzian, TPLF Getachew, third player. People could be involved, to opposition parties as well. It's a very volatile situation. So, if you receive any reports about a big development in Tigray, please confirm it. Because if you start spreading the news, it could lead to problem, I would say. I wouldn't say catastrophe, but it could have negative consequences. A viewer called me, some sent messages. They said, Sajid, Getachew has been arrested. Why are you silent? I have a few connections. I confirmed, and Getachew was not arrested when I confirmed. I then asked the viewers to be careful that he should not share this information, which is definitely untrue. It was a rumor which he was spreading. So we should be careful. Any move from military to arrest Getachew Reda, to put him under house arrest. So far, I could not confirm that. I'll update you once I have credible information. So far, no such confirmation. But Getachew Reda held interim cabinet meeting yesterday. If you remember, Getachew Reda announced to hold cabinet meeting yesterday, and he said that explanation will be given in detail after the end of the interim cabinet meeting. No statement, no joint statement has been released so far by the Tigray interim government president's cabinet members. It means cabinet is not on one page. All cabinet members are not on one page. Military has withdrawn its representatives to the cabinet. Civil society, opposition parties, they might not be on board as well. So that is why no joint statement has been issued by the cabinet so far. It means Getachew is not fully backed by the cabinet. Getachew Reda issued a statement on behalf of his splinter TPLF group. He said, it is being said that TPLF Central Committee met, Central Committee of Getachew Reda group. And this group has shared a long statement, which is not statement of Tigray interim cabinet. Maybe cabinet is continuing its meeting. Tomorrow we could see a statement. Well, government hasn't issued a statement as well. TPLF is silent as well. So we'll have to wait. But so far, no statement from the cabinet, federal government, TPLF. TPLF Getachew Reda wing is issuing statements. We saw statements from Eastern Zone, Southern Zone, Southeastern Zone, and Central Zone governments, which are controlled by a Tigray interim government of President Getachew Reda. All of them condemned military statement, vowing to defend interim government, and they requested military to stop. It should not be party to the conflict. TPLF, Getachew Reda, in its statement, used very strong language against TPLF, the Debrecen wing people, calling them anti-peace, war-loving, greedy for power and wealth people. These are the words written in the statement. Backward is also a word written. Getachew group says that TPLF did not, TPLF, the Debrecen group did not allow interim government to reach out to the people of Tigray. Tigray government was not allowed to hold meetings, to listen to the people's grievances, to solve them. Rather, this group, even the Debrecen, it did not allow the interim government to meet with the people. I think TPLF Debrecen did disrupt Getachew's meetings in some parts of northwestern Eastern Tigray. But people did not try to stop Getachew's meetings in southeastern Eastern Tigray. So we cannot say that in entire Tigray, Getachew group was prevented from meeting with people. Military decision making lacks transparency, TPLF Getachew says. Decision made by military is announcement of a coup, announcement of a martial order. And TPLF Getachew is warning that this is how martial law regimes are born. That is why this decision by the military must be opposed. Otherwise, it would pave the way for the putting in place of a martial law regime in Tehran. The party is calling the declaration issued by the military declaration of war, saying it's a violation of Pretoria deal. It's going to pit the people against the military. Very strongly worded statement issued by Getachew Group. Party is asking the people of Tigray to stand with interim government. It's asking Tigrayan diaspora to support interim government. It is requesting military to review its decision, to change its statement so that military should not be a political tool. The statement is a blemish on the character of the military. Military should correct it. This is what Getachew Reda's group is demanding from the military. Military issued a statement yesterday, since then silence, no statement after that. So we'll have to wait to see what the military does. But Getachew is trying to fight back. Some channels supporting him. He's hoping to get support from federal government. What will federal government do, by the way? Will it intervene directly in Tigray? Will it just threaten military and TP Debrecen behind the scenes? What will it do? It's not clear. So far, Getachew is not in the mood to throw in the towel. Secondly, words, Egypt wants another trilateral summit. Egypt, Eritrea, and Somalia held a trilateral summit in Eritrea a few weeks ago. They agreed to jointly work to protect Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. And they announced to work together to protect the Red Sea, the coastal areas. That alliance was basically formed to counter Ethiopia, to help Somalia in the confrontation against Ethiopia. Back then, Ethiopia was committed to the MOU with Somaliland. It was announcing to implement the MOU. Somaliland was ready to, but then things changed. Somaliland held election. New president was elected, who is not interested in implementing the MOU. Turkey mediated. Ethiopia and Somalia signed some de-escalation agreement in Ankara Declaration, under which technical level talks are due to start between Ethiopia and Somalia in coming weeks. Egypt concerned, it was hoping to kick Ethiopian troops out of Somalia. It was hoping to deploy its military in large numbers in Somalia. But Ankara Declaration is not good news for Egypt and Eritrea. They want to ensure that Somalia does not give any military presence, naval presence to Ethiopian troops on its coastal territory. And they want to ensure that Egypt and Eritrea have the main role in the new peacekeeping mission in Somalia. Hassan Sheikh visited Egypt yesterday, and there Egypt and Somalia signed some strategic agreements. Al-Sisi and Hassan Sheikh signed the agreements. The two leaders will hold at least one meeting in a year. Political level discussions will be held to at least once a year between the president of two countries. They agreed. Secondly, the foreign ministers will meet at least twice a year. Then delegations, committees will also meet frequently. And the two parties will cooperate in the fields of security, in the fields of intelligence sharing, fight against terrorists, agriculture, mining, fishing, etc. Sisi proposed that another trilateral summit should be held involving Eritrea, Somalia, and Egypt. When will the summit be held? Who will host the summit this time? Last time it was Eritrea which hosted the summit. Sisi wants to ensure that Somalia does not get close to Ethiopia. Though Hassan Sheikh visited Ethiopia, and he and Abiy agreed to restore diplomatic ties, and Ethiopia very warmly welcomed Hassan Sheikh. And after that, Hassan Sheikh went to Egypt to pacify Egyptian concerns. Let's see. I think a trilateral summit is on the cards. We will see Al-Sisi, Afwerki, and Hassan Sheikh meet in coming days. Thank you for watching.